Right, so preparing for a race consists of a bunch of different types of running. Slow, easy jogging, hill repeats, speed workouts, and the long run. I think the long run is the one that runners dread the most. It's that one day of the week that we just need that little bit of extra motivation to lace up our shoes and get out the door. A training week for me is like a bottle of water. The water is all the training that you do during the week. All those easy miles, workouts, strength training. That's the water that fills the bottle. But the long run is like the bottle top that you screw on to close that bottle, keeping everything from spilling out. Without that top, everything would just go to waste. All the water will fall out and you will be left with nothing when you eventually need it. Long runs are almost always done during the weekend because you need those 2-3 hours or even more when you're preparing for a long trail race in the mountains. Your legs are already dead because of the week's training, and now you're just putting that final nail into the coffin with a last very big effort. I almost always have a rest day after my long run, and then we go again the next week. Long runs are massively important. Well, everything is kind of important and plays a specific part when it comes to your weekly training. But I think most runners would tell you that if there's one day of the week you cannot miss, it's the long run. When it comes to racing, it's always the last part that wrecks us. They say that the true halfway point of a marathon is at 30 kilometers. And that's usually where the business, problems, swearing, I hate running, I'm gonna die, etc. start. So the long run gives us a little taste of that. But you don't want to get too close to the fire. Just feel the burn a little bit and then leave. There are many calculators out there where you can convert your half marathon or even 10K time into a potential marathon finishing time. But there is a massive difference between running a half marathon and a marathon. It's double the distance, yes, but in reality it's not. I think anyone that's ever run a marathon would tell you that. Getting to the 30 or the 32 kilometer mark of a marathon, you step into a different galaxy. And it's not pretty there. It's not a place full of rainbows and unicorns and flowers. It can get dark, lurking with devils and monsters that don't care one bit about your half marathon time. I always feel very uneasy before a long run training day. I have to get up early on Saturday morning, it's long, it hurts, I have to do it alone. I mean, it just sucks. But I really want to close my water bottle. I want to make sure that if those demons come at the back end of the race, I'm ready to fight them. But I want to have a look inside that dark and scary galaxy because I know that is where I will end up eventually on race day. And that is what motivates me the most to go out and smash a long run. You know, prepare for the worst and ease through the pain on race day. Well, that's a lie, of course. I mean, race day is gonna hurt like hell, but at least you've had a little peek and you know how it looks like inside. So next time your long run day comes along, think about closing that bottle. Face those demons head on and fly that rocket into that deep dark galaxy and come back as the king of the world. You can see the